This is Kamera with points in the Bible, day number 4, Genesis chapter 12 through chapter 15. There are so many points in this read, guys. God calls Abram, tells him to leave his home, his land, his people, go into a foreign land. So he's basically telling him to leave his comfort zone, what he's familiar to, what he's comfortable with, to something that he's not familiar with. I'm sure it was out of his comfort zone to a foreign land. And he does this. He takes his wife, Sarah, he takes his nephew, Lot, and God had told him that he's going to make him a great name. He's going to bless him with his own land, and that he's going to be a blessing to all people. Whoever blesses him will be blessed. Whoever curses Abram will be cursed. And yeah, Abram leaves, and as soon as he steps foot in Canaan, God tells him, as far as his eyes can see, north, east, south, and west, it is yours. That is yours. Abram does what he do. He has a habit of offering up offerings to God, setting up these altars, and he blesses God. Isn't that something? So yeah, Abram's there. That took a lot of courage and a lot of faith. And as Christians, guys, we just got to move. When God tells us to do something, ask him for wisdom and direction. And that's what he did. And it's not always going to be comfortable. It's not always going to be convenient. And he did it. And we have to learn from that. That's a great point. There was a famine. And so Abram, his wife Sarah, Lot, they go to Egypt. Abram tells his wife Sarah, if anyone asks, tell them you are my sister, because they know you're my wife. They're going to kill me and take you. And, a lot of people fight against that because they're saying that Abram, what was his faith? Now, we find out that Sarah was taken, just like Abram said she would be. And we have to question, was that faith or was that wisdom that he used? He used a different truth. So was that wisdom? And when they took Sarai, they blessed Abram with possessions. And remember what God told him. Another thing is, you have people say, he let them take his wife just to keep himself safe. But look, though, God had told Abram, anyone who blesses him will be blessed. Anyone who curses him is going to be cursed. And what did God do? God cursed Egypt because they had taken Abraham's wife, Sarai. And you had Pharaoh, they were upset. What did you do? You told us she was your sister. Leave, just go. They blessed Abram still and told him to leave him. Lot and Sarah, they left. He left a rich man. And so back in Canaan, fast forward, you have Lot and Abram's servants. They have conflicts. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of arguing. And so I love the fact that Abram did not say, your servants got to go, Lot. Your servants got to go. This is all mine. God gave me all of this. Number one, Lot clearly had respect for Abram to follow him. Number two, Abram was very humble and said, let's come up with a solution. And he said, if you want to go this way, go that way. I'll just take the different way or what have you. And he was very kind and very humble toward his nephew. And so Lot, he chooses an area near Sodom. Everyone knows that was a wicked place. Why would he go near Sodom? And so scripture doesn't tell us if Lot had been a man of God at that time, but he did choose like the most wicked place to move near. But get this, though, after Lot leaves, scripture says that God talked to Abram about further blessings in more detail, how he was going to bless Abram with these descendants, more than you can count. And that he was going to be a blessing. I mean, after Lot leaves, and that's another point. Are we holding on to people who we need to let go? And the thing is, when they separated, there was no animosity. There was still love. So we have to ask God about the people who we are holding on to. Are they meant to be in our life? Are they holding us back from where you want to take us, Lord? If so, give us wisdom to come up with a solution to part. And so that's a great point, that after Lot leaves, that's when God tells him of further blessings and blesses him even more. Just saying. And so get this, there's a war that breaks out, that involves Sodom, and Lot is taken, all his possessions are taken, as well as other people were taken. Abraham, he hears about it, and he builds his little army of his servants, and they go and he rescues his nephew and their possession, as well as other people. And so I love that part. But this is the thing, though. Abram, he's greeted by a priest of God, Melchizedek, and Abram blessed him with 10%, a tithe of what he had gained from this battle. A man of God. That's the first place we see tithe, guys. Wow, right? And so King of Sodom, wanted to bless Abram. Abram's like, no, I'm not going to take anything from you. I promised myself, I made a vow, I would not take anything from you. Just feed my man. We're good. And, I don't want you to get the impression that, you going around thinking that I'm rich just because of you. And, that's another point, guys. Do we have to take just because we're offered? Abram had enough. And he didn't place his life, give this man reason to make him feel that Abraham owed him anything when he decided he wants, something or any credit or anything. So we don't have to take everything that we're blessed, but God still took care of Abram. Was it a pride thing? Who knows? But he used wisdom. I say it's wisdom because he already had, he didn't need. All right. Fast forward. God talks to Abram, tells him he's going to bless him even, Abram was like, I don't have a son to give this, so I guess it'll all go to my servant. And so God's like, I'm going to bless you, your own flesh and blood heir. And Abram believed him immediately. And guess what? It said it was counted as righteousness. So guys, believe. God knows our heart. He knows our faith. He knows the length and stretch of our faith. And Abram, Lord, help us know our faith. and he knew, and it counted him as righteous in God's sight. Isn't that something? That's what it all matters to. And so, yeah. And there's more, guys. If you have any points that you like to share, place them in the comments. And yeah. So there you have it, guys. That's day number 4 with points in the Bible. We covered Genesis chapter 12 through chapter 15. You have a God-filled blessed day.